Keith Gregg has 30 years of experience in executive leadership and financial services. Prior to founding Chalice Network, he was the founder and CEO of Innovation Equity Partners and Capital Guardian Securities and First Allied Securities. His rich professional background also includes founding and serving as chairman of the Wealth Advisor Institute and leading the Institute of Investment Management Consultants Association chapters as its president.
Hello, fintech leaders and builders. This is Guts, Grit, and the Fintech, the show for strong-minded entrepreneurs who are not afraid to transform the financial industry, who are not afraid to take the risk to get the reward and build the brighter financial future. And I'm Vasil Soloshuk from INSART, a fintech engineer and startup studio and innovation lab. And I'm excited to present you today to a very interesting startup, which is an actually marketplace. And I believe that marketplaces is one of the strongest business models on the market. So welcome, Keith Gregg from Chalice Connect. Hello, Keith.
Hello, Vasil. Thanks for having us today, and always a delight to be with you. Well, I'm a 36-year veteran of the financial services industry. And, Chalice Connect was born out of the need, like most inventions, born out of the need of a small business owner. And so as much as I've had big company experience, the likes of GE Capital, Prudential Investments, Wachovia, I've always had the clamoring to be the entrepreneur and owner and build my own business. But what I found as a business owner, as a building a business and being a business owner, starting a business, is that, your business will go through an entire life cycle from starting it, running it, growing it, protecting it, and hopefully at some point monetizing it. And I was acutely aware as a small business owner what it's like to have the lack of resources or a go-to place in order to go get them all under one umbrella. So that's kind of where the name came from, by the way. Chalice, kind of the holy grail for the small business owner, to be able to come to a place where people have taken the time to aggregate and integrate these products and services to help you run your business better, more efficiently, and use the collective buying power of all of our clients to give them the economies of scale that they can't get on their own. So I guess all in, I've got about 40 years in the business. The last 6 years, building the SaaS technology platform that we have today, and it's been a great journey. I've really enjoyed it, and I view this as kind of the second chapter of my life, unlike the second version of my book that I wrote back in '96 called "Doing Well by Doing Good." So I feel as if we, as a company, my partners and I, have taken the approach that we will do well by doing good, by helping others, and in return, we'll do well along the way.
So speaking about Chalice Connect, so this is, as I understand, it's still an early stage startup. So what is more specific stage of the business is that? So what's your progress so far with Chalice Connect?
Yeah, so Chalice Connect is a B2B marketplace software technology platform. And not unlike the name connotes, Chalice, as I referenced, the Holy Grail for the small business owner, and the Connect, that connect you with product and services that you need to run the business, whether it be HR, IT, payroll, benefits, and all the other things in between. So when I say start, if you need to help set up an LLC or an S Corp, C Corp, start the business itself. Run the business. What do I need? I need a CRM. I need HR. I need IT. I need payroll support. Protect the business. Well, we bring in things like Legal Shield and compliance and cybersecurity. And then ultimately sell is bring in either the investment banking or business brokers to help them sell that business and monetize it. So where we are as a company, we launched the platform in 2019. It took us 2.5 years and the first $2.5 million to develop the single sign-on unlimited API connectivity platform, and about $2.5 million of initial funding to start to build that out. We have since invested an additional probably $2.5–3 million, but we launched it in 2019, pre-COVID. So we did a 5-city roadshow. We rolled it out. Started out predominantly in the financial services industry. We rolled it out in Santa Monica. Then went on to Phoenix and Dallas and Atlanta, and ultimately wound up in New York City at Chelsea Pier. And we average between 250 and 300 people per location, just to let people know that there's a platform like this that exists out there. And if you're a small independent business owner or an independent advisor, you can join and become a member of the network and get access to these benefits, discounts, and savings where heretofore nothing like this quite existed. Fast forward 5 years later, as you can imagine, going through COVID like we all experienced, a lot of fear and trepidation around, man, I don't know what the future looks like. I can't go to my office. I don't know where I'm going to spend my monies. And fortunate enough, we were blessed to pivot during that time where we were approached by one of our clients, a financial planning association, and said, hey, Keith, is it true that you can build kind of a virtual marketplace for me for virtual conferences where my sponsors that support the virtual conference can be put in a marketplace like yours? Is that correct? Yes. And that was the beginnings of, instead of one-to-one, became one-to-many, where we licensed the technology and the software and the platform for others who would like to have a digital marketplace of their own to aggregate and integrate these products and services at discounted prices, or in some cases, never accessible to a small independent business owner, like our group health insurance. As Vaso, you well know, I mean, we were the first to crack the code to be able to offer an independent, even for a party of one, access to Fortune 500 group health insurance. Never before. It's not available in the open market. Chalice created this program to be able to do that. So where we are is, I'd like to say, I feel like, having come through COVID, we're in 2 years in our startup phase, even though we've been out there with the platform for 5. We lost 3 during COVID as we pivoted. But, 5 years into the life cycle, or 4.5 years into the life cycle of being a B2B marketplace software SaaS business.
So speaking about the business model, am I right that you have several revenue streams at the moment for Chalice Connect?
Correct. Our primary business is an enterprise licensing software company. So we take our capabilities in our platform, and we'll either white label it for those that want it, or in some cases do custom build, like we've recently done for Earthlink. Back in the day in 1997, they were the second largest publicly traded internet company, only to AOL. They came to us at Chalice and said, hey, can you build for us a digital marketplace to deliver these same benefits, discounts, and savings? So we created Earthlink Perks for their 880,000 consumer clients and over 5 million email addresses. And we're rolling out next month the Earthlink Business Perks for them to go after the 34 million small business owners in America through a joint venture and partnership that we help create for them with Equifax. So our primary revenue comes from enterprise licensing fees, licensing the platform to be able to make it your own and be in business overnight with a white labeled digital marketplace. Secondarily, those that do offer access to the marketplace and the benefits of discounts and savings typically pay a subscription fee or a membership fee to gain access. So we participate in that as well. And then thirdly, there's a lot of, as you can imagine, with visibility and people wanting to be in that in front of, today we have over 1 million eyeballs on the platform between all of our enterprise clients like the FPA and NAFA, National Advisor Trust, and others, that a lot of people would like to be able to get in front of those folks. You pick up sponsorship and advertising revenue as well. So enterprise licensing fees, subscription fees, and some marketing and advertising revenue.
So as soon as you're a marketplace, so you have like 2 sides. So you have the software vendors and you have the actual clients who use this software. So what do you find more challenging, to attract more software vendors or to attract a new paying customers?
I think it's more attracting the new paying customer because we cater to the SMB market, small to mid-sized businesses. Far too often, one, they're the one that most need because they don't have what we have. But 2, they don't have the resources to have gone out to build it. Hence, they don't necessarily think about it. So you have to do a lot of education to them to share with them, hey, the value behind having a marketplace and delivering these ancillary benefits and savings and value behind it. If you have a product you're offering, then far too often it's you compete on price, and price is only an issue in the absence of value. There's a reason some of the best companies in the industry, of any industry, provide these other value-added services around it, so they'll never be positioned only to compete on price. A good example, the number 1 payroll provider in the United States is ADP. They're the largest, have been around the longest. Well, yes. ADP has the ADP marketplace, so that the millions of institutional clients that they have now have access to this marketplace, which provide these other ancillary benefits in and around the payroll services that they're providing to their customer. If you look at BDO, one of the best accounting and consulting firms for the SMB market, they have the BDO marketplace. If you look at things like AAA, people join AAA to get roadside assistance where they need it, but yet they have a marketplace to provide these benefits, discounts, and savings. So it's educating the small, especially that's really where our sweet spot is, the small business owners about the value of being able to have something like this to deliver more to their client and their customer to keep them coming back, make them look bigger, make them look brighter, make them deliver big time benefits at a very, very affordable offering price, so they can actually be in that business. So that's really the biggest challenge. It's really information, education, and awareness that this type of white labeling capabilities is available to them at an affordable price.
It totally makes sense, for sure. So who else is on your team for Chalice Connect?
Well, we've got a development team, we've got an operations team, and service support team. But my main partner, who's my partner in crime, is Whitney Kendrick. Whitney is my partner. She's our chief marketing officer. She's really the platform administrator of our overall platform and partnership relationships. So we like to say we're Batman and Robin. We are the two that actually have each other's back and the wingman for each other. But Whitney's actually on the podcast listening in as well. But Whitney and I are really kind of the face of the company.
So Keith, are you raising right now?
Yeah, we're in growth stage. We all the development costs are pretty much behind us. Now there'll be continued efforts to add additional value and additional services, not unlike what we did when we partnered with you and your firm years ago to create Chalice Pay, where we knew we needed to provide other services like billing and payment processing, and then more importantly to support where I see the future, especially in the advice business going, which is a retainer-based compensation. So, you and your team did a marvelous job in helping us create Chalice Pay to be able to, provide that additional service and support. But most of everything we have is pretty solid and built, and it's a great product, as evidence of the type of clients that we actually have, which is an endorsement to who we are as a company and how far we've come along. But we're looking for growth capital for sales and marketing, just to continue to get the word out. When we're blessed to get a new client or customer that may not have heard of us until they actually became a client or customer, said, geez, where the hell have you guys been? I haven't heard about you guys. I wish I got out and found you years ago. This is, everybody really needs to know more about this. The fact that there are 34 million small business owners in America, that represents a little over 10% of the entire population of the United States citizens. And yet, the small business owner is the largest segment of industry within the United States. It's the most overlooked and underserved. So the message is, how do you get that message out and let them know that a service, a product and service and support platform exists for them, because nothing else is out there supporting them. The government certainly isn't doing it. The SBA is nothing more than glorified government-backed loans, so the government can support its own debt. The chamber doesn't help them, so there's really nobody helping the small business owner. So we need capital resources to support the sales and marketing and advertising efforts to really grow and scale the business.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, our sweet spot, right now we're hunting for about, on the lower end 2, higher end 5, but call it $3 million, which would really take our company, well, actually more than triple the business where we're at today, because, we have a very low cost of acquisition. We also have, great high LTV, lifetime value of the subscription revenue and the enterprise clients. We sign multi-year contracts with all of our clients. Right now, we just need to, put more salespeople, more marketing, and more advertising. See a real growth place for us, especially in the association space. The association, organizations, there are hundreds of thousands of them out there. Most make their money on membership dues, and most only provide information, education, awareness, and advocacy. Well, guess what? What about the other benefits they rightfully deserve? So obviously, the large associations figure out how to do that. It's the small to mid-sized associations that have tens of thousands of members that really could benefit from a platform like us. So we need to go out and market to the platform there as well.
So it looks like you have a strong ground, and now you need to scale the sales and marketing operations.
Precisely.
Yeah, very nice.
Precisely.
So going forward, speaking about the competition, so who would you identify your primary competitors on the market?
Well, in the financial services arena, in particular, the financial services folks that cater to independent advisors or independent broker dealers or independent wealth advisors like registered investment advisors. There's nobody else that has what we have. Nobody. In fact, some of the largest industry providers of product and services to that same universe and same audience have chosen to partner with Chalice to build it or deliver a marketplace like we have, because it didn't exist elsewhere. Firms that you would know, Orion Advisor Solutions. Orion is a very, very successful technology portfolio management platform, probably worth anywhere from $8 to $12 billion today, owned and backed by T and Associates and Genstar. They partner with Chalice. They have the Orion Advisor Exchange because of Chalice. The Financial Planning Association, 85,000 members strong. But so there is nobody else within the financial services that has a true end-to-end solution from cradle to grave that aggregates and integrates all these product and services through a digital marketplace. Nobody in the financial service. Externally, of course, you've got the Shopifys, you got Nacho, you've got other large associations, you've got large corporations like ADP that have these marketplaces outside of that. And that is more kind of consumer focused and consumer oriented. So there's there's really a little to no competitors in the financial services vertical serving the advisor community. Outside of that, sure, the consumer space, we all know the value of digital marketplaces. Nobody accentuated it greater than Amazon, of course, right? So, and last year we saw, in excess of $3 trillion in e-commerce sales via online marketplaces. So there's a lot of competition outside there, but very few have built the platform the likes we have. We have our own embedded CRM. We created our own PMS, partner management software. We have our own data analytics. We have SSO, single sign-on capabilities. We have unlimited API connectivity. So it's a very, very robust and versatile platform, and it's highly, highly scalable. We just need to get the word out to enough people that want to get something like this.
Yeah, so I really like the marketplace platforms. I believe that this is one of the strongest business models. So probably it could be a little bit more complicated to build it because you need to build both sides, if like it's a 2 sides platform or 3 sides platform sometimes even. But when you are able, to build the grounds and then scale both sides of the platform, providers and actual paying customers, so then it could be a really huge success. So Keith, thank you for being with us today, and thank you for sharing all these insights and information about Chalice Connect.
Thank you very much, Vasil. Appreciate you and your team very much. And congratulations on your continued success as well. We're one of the very few that have been blessed to be able to work with you and your team. So thank you.
Keith, thank you very much. And for everybody who are watching us today, thank you for watching our podcast. And please like our podcast. Please tell us what you think about building the marketplace and building the platforms, and what is your experience. And share this video, subscribe to our channel. And again, thank you for being with us today. It was me, Vasil Solashuk from INSART, and Keith Gregg from Chalice Connect. Thank you, and let's build the brighter financial future together. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Hey, check more founder and leadership stories on our channel. Follow INSART, follow Fintech.